and welcome back. So glad to see you at the Performance Cafe yet again. I'm in a very chipper mood today because, of course, this is our 7th episode. I've finished 7 episodes and I've only got 14 to go. So far, it looks like at least I am entertaining, if not educational. I'm so glad that you're joining me again for another topic on the Performance Cafe. Today's topic, I'm very happy to announce, is about an interesting problem that I'm seeing pitch up with some of my coaching clients. Honestly, I see it with friends in business as well. I probably am a bit prone to it myself. And I'd like to talk to you about spending money, especially for your business at this point in time. I see so many people who are obviously stressed out and really taking a knock from COVID, trying to do it all. So they try and take over all the admin work they can do and maybe let the admin lady go. They try and do the finances themselves so that the impact or the bill from the accountant or the bookkeeper costs slightly less. And so I think that's a very logical thing to do. I don't think there's anything specifically wrong with the thinking. I think anyone in finance, and I know a couple, would tell you it's great, check your expenses at a time like this because you're not sure you're going to be able to generate enough money accordingly for the next period of time. And I agree, but I also want to disagree to some extent. What I have found is that a lot of times when we take those types of tasks and we try and not spend the money, I think we never take a look at what did we lose in the process of the saving. So, for example, I am rotten at admin. I say this quite happily. I'm prepared to stand up and swear to it. It is just not something that I'm very good at. I don't enjoy it. I'm not disciplined enough. I'm not structured enough. I don't enjoy routine that much. So when I go, oh, you know what? I will manage my own diary and I will make all my own calls and I will set up my own meetings and I'll follow up on all the intricacies of whatever it is that is bugging or in the way of me achieving something at that point in time. I'm honest to goodness not the best person to do it because I don't have the skills. I don't have the strengths. I don't have the attention to detail. So what happens more and more is that in taking over these tasks that we are trying to save money by not paying someone, we actually firstly are demotivating ourselves because now we have to do those things that we typically are not good at, which is why we probably firstly got someone to do it for us. Secondly, we waste time because we're not good at doing these kinds of things. It probably takes us longer. Maybe we make more mistakes. So we spend more time going back to fix mistakes rather than just paying someone who knows what they're doing to get it done over and done with. The next thing is we frustrate ourselves and become demotivated because we're not good at it, right? And right now, failure can feel very, very in your face because it is such a difficult time that we're going through. So I always stop people and I say to them, okay, how much would it cost you to outsource that function to someone else? Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying hire an army of 15 people, but there are so many opportunities to go onto the internet and find people who outsource services. You know, financial manager, you can get him for 8 hours a month or whatever the case may be. Virtual PAs, accounting services have been outsourced for the longest time. And so what I'm saying is that you don't need to bring in someone at great expense, but you could probably separate these bits of work and hand them over to someone else to do. Because while they are doing what they're good at, you can probably make money doing what you are good at. And this is the next thing, is that you should not dilute your core of what you're good at. The moment that you spend more time doing admin than doing what you're good at, you're becoming better at admin and you're losing your skills. Now, this may seem insane, but what if you had used or had been prepared and been able to use COVID as a way to carry on upskilling so that when the market turns, you have more services and more expertise to sell? What would have been the reality? So it's very interesting. I sat with a client one day and I said to her, okay, let's take a look at your diary. And she actually wrote out her diary for me almost in a timesheet kind of way, where for a week, she literally kept a timesheet. It wasn't just her appointments, it was everything she was doing. And I said to her, okay, what can you outsource here without it costing you too much money? And it was so interesting, the amount of work we could move off of her. Now, this client doesn't have a massive markup, so actually getting other people to do that work just about breaks her even on that work. So she's getting the money for it, but she's paying it out entirely. It still doesn't matter, because while they were busy taking up that money, she was still being able to focus on what it is that she wants to do and how she keeps on being good at what she specializes at. It also removed strain from her, and it provided her with more motivation, because she stopped feeling like a failure, because she wasn't getting to what she wanted to get to, because she was so bogged down in the things that meant nothing for her to do. Here's my message for today. In order to improve your performance, focus on self-development for yourself and always working in the field that you are good at. And leave the rest of the stuff, the non-core functions, to other people who know how to do it. Even if they feel a bit expensive, at least they are freeing you up to continue growing and reskilling and being a better version of yourself in your area of expertise. I hope that brings a bit of relief, because I think a lot of people are really frustrated by some of the stuff that they've got themselves doing right now in order to cope with everything coronavirus related. So I hope that you find a place to exercise your strengths and your skills and hand off the work to other people. They need the money too. So it is also a bit of paying it forward. So thanks for hearing me out on another episode of the Performance Cafe. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you are joining us from LinkedIn or Facebook, please leave a comment, and feel free to share the videos. Please, this is not subscriber based, so you can share them wherever you want to. I just want us to reach out and help as many people as we can, hopefully using some of this advice. I look forward to seeing you at the next edition of the Performance Cafe.